Hi, my name is Maggie Fields, and today I'm going to be talking about how my family decided to transition from owning a small toy store business in our local downtown to owning and running a flower farm. So, my parents actually always dreamed about being business owners, and then, kind of as they grew up and got older, they wanted property of their own. And so, we were able to buy a 3 acre plot of land in Livermore, California. Um, we couldn't afford to build a brand new home per se, so we bootstrapped the whole thing ourselves and used a lot of stuff off Craigslist, a lot of recycled secondhand materials, and that kind of inspired us to keep the ecological impact going throughout the farm. So we decided to make everything as sustainable and environmentally friendly as possible. So we use a lot of compost that we make on our own farm, and then we also use scraps from local businesses that do like gardening and tree pruning and all that kind of stuff, and which has helped us a ton with getting just the bulk amount of green waste that we need. We basically just kind of have been experimenting as we go along. Our garden has kind of been our first step. We were able to revitalize the soil in there by adding a nitrogen fixing plants, and then we were able to use that soil mixed with compost and put it into our fields so that our fields had a lot healthier soil going into it, because that's where we were going to be doing a lot of our flower growth and planting, and so we wanted to give it the best shot possible at success and growth. We were lucky enough this season to find a secondhand greenhouse. We were able to get the frame off of Craigslist and then buy only the plastic outer coating. So that was super lucky, because now we are able to extend our season. And by extending our season, that means that because we grow dahlias, it's a late summer fall plant. And so we're now able to grow flowers more year round. And also that helps us with our flower cart, which is how we sell pretty much 95% of all of our flowers. It started out as just a normal roadside stand, but luckily for us, our street is actually connecting to really busy streets in our local town. And so we get a lot of traffic through, which is something that not a lot of farms have because they're in more rural areas. This means that we get a lot of foot traffic, and so we're able to sell our flowers and goods at a much higher rate than a normal farm would be able to if they're selling from their house. That's why a lot of flower farms have to go to farmers markets and stuff like that. This season, we've been focusing a lot on expanding our products. We now make glaze and corsages and stuff like that, as well as honey and jam that we're able to sell on our cart, and that also helps us make profits. We're definitely not pros. We've been learning as we go. We're not from a family of farmers or anything like that, so everything we've done so far has kind of been trial and error. We've actually tried to raise bees like 3 times, and each time they've absconded, which means they just leave. And so we're just trying as hard as we can as we go, and each day is a new challenge. We actually have a whole collection of animals now, whole herd, I guess. We have lots of goats, a tortoise, a miniature horse, ducks, chickens, pigs, all kinds of fun stuff. And that actually also helps us sell the flowers, because we leave them, they have their corral areas actually in the front yard, so people can see them and kind of like a mini petting zoo. And that actually helps bring people to our property and allow us to sell more flowers. We have a miniature horse that was a senior adoption. His name's Rudy. He has a disease because he's like 12 years old, we think, and so his medicine takes a lot of time and effort, and he requires a lot of special treatment. But we're really fortunate that we've been able to provide that for him, and he's been nothing but a joy since we've gotten him. He actually stays in the front yard too, so he also has a following of fans, and people come and check in on him every day and hang out with him. We also have chickens and ducks, and those actually are really beneficial for us because they both provide eggs in which we can sell on the cart or eat ourselves, and they also help us as a form of pest control because we let them free range in the garden, and then they eat a lot of earwigs and aphids and stuff like that, so we don't have to use any pest control poison or anything like that, which is really helpful because they give us two different benefits from owning them. In the next few years, we want to definitely expand our flower field. We only have like 6 rows right now. I think in the next 2 years, we're going to try to double that and grow even more flowers. We want to upgrade our farm stand in the front, change up our garden a little bit, add better pens for the animals and stuff like that. The farm is always kind of evolving and growing, and we're really excited about that. We're only like 6 years in, and we just can't wait to see what happens in the next few. We've definitely gone through some struggles and hardships, just learning as we go, lost money, made money. Both, it's every day is a new challenge, it feels like, but it's definitely worth it, and we love our flower farm.